Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back for another video, and today I'm actually going to be doing my review of the new album from the rock band Saint Asonia, and the album is called Flawed Design. Now, you know, I think a lot of people were surprised that Saint Asonia was going to be releasing an album this year because it felt like it kind of came out of nowhere, but or at least that's how it felt for me anyway. But after listening to this album a good 4, 5, maybe even 6 times, I forgot how many times I've listened to it now. Um, this album is really, really good, and I can see why a lot of people are saying this album is better than their first album. And at first, I didn't agree with that. It was actually upon first listen, I actually wasn't really vibing with this album. I didn't really care for it all that much. I'm, and I think it had to do with some of the production. I don't know what it was, but something wasn't clicking for me. But once I kept listening and I kept listening and I kept listening, this is one fantastic album as far as rock goes. Adam Gontier, the former lead singer of 3 Days Grace, he shines outstandingly on this album. What I really like about this album is the lyrics, Adam Gontier's vocals, and I love the overall emotion. I mean, you can tell that Adam definitely put a lot of his heart and soul into this album because I've heard that, they went through some tough stuff, or he went through some tough stuff while recording for this album. And you can definitely tell that is paramount on this album. Every song has something to gain from his experiences, and you can really tell. I mean, every song stands out in their own way. But you guys know how I do with my album reviews. I don't go through every single track anymore like I used to because I find myself just being repetitive. So I'm only going to pick out maybe 4 or 5 songs, and I'm going to tell you what I like about them. And the first track I'm going to start off with is the song Sirens. It is the second track off of this album, and it's featuring the lead singer of the band Within Temptation. Now, I don't listen to Within Temptation, so I was completely clueless as to who this guest vocalist was, but she sounds really, really good. Um, I love the mix between her voice and Adam's voice, especially on the chorus, and it just blends really well together. I was kind of iffy about it at first, but I've grown to really, really like it, and this is actually one of my favorite songs on the album. Not my favorite, I'll get into that a little later. This is probably my third favorite. Um, it's just talking about how we all fall down, we all fall down together, but uh, we still get back up and we keep fighting on. It's a very inspirational type song. Really, really good. Yeah. And next, I'm going to talk about the song Beast. Now, if I remember right, Beast was actually one of the singles released from this album. I think it was like the second or maybe third single. Second, I think. But this song is actually really good. It really takes you back to the old school 3 Days Grace days with Adam Gontier. This sounds like something that could have been on the album 1X, or maybe even, I don't know, their debut album. Definitely, this whole album is basically, in my opinion, 3 Days Grace continued. That's basically all it is for me. And that's not a bad thing at all. That is a great thing. But yeah, the song Beast is really cool. Sounds like old school 3 Days Grace, like I said. Um, the lyrics are really cool. It's talking about the beast inside you and when is it gonna let you go. I can relate to that. That's why this is one of my favorite songs, because I've been dealing with some depressive moods as of late, and it does feel like sometimes there's a beast inside me, and I don't know if it's ever going to let me go sometimes. Definitely a very relatable song. Really great instrumentation. Adam's vocals are, top notch, just like you'd expect from him. Lyrics are really awesome. Just a great song all around. Okay, next I'm going to talk about now this is my personal favorite song, and it is the title track from the album, and that is the song Flawed Design. Now, what I really like about this overall is the lyricism. I love the lyrics in this song, especially in the chorus where it's talking about how the things that we used to love at one point, they don't have that same shine anymore when you get older. And he's talking about how that's just a flaw in our design. It's a flawed design. Uh, Definitely really, really great lyricism there. Um, and once again, it's typical Adam Gontier / 3 Days Grace style. Um, I can't get enough of this song. Excuse me. Really, really, really fantastic stuff. Um, I would have to say that lyrically, this is one of Saint Asonia's best songs so far. I know this is only their second album, but still, their debut album had a lot of great lyrics as well. But I think this song, or this whole album, Flawed Design, has some of Adam Gontier's best work lyrically, in my opinion. Okay, I think for the fourth and final song that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about the closing track, which is called Martyrs. This is a slow song, and I think that this is an absolute gem of a song. It's a slow song, definitely reminds you of songs like I'm trying to think of a slow 3 Days Grace song. I want to say Never Too Late, but it's not that slow, I guess. So that's the only song that's coming to my mind. It's very chill, very relaxed, very calming. Once again, it has great lyricism, great soft instruments. Really, really good. It's just that's all I can say. But I know that Never Too Late is not a good comparison because this song is actually slower than Never Too Late. But it's just a great song overall. Adam Gontier can do no wrong. He doesn't do any wrong on this album, in fact, in my opinion. Um, Definitely a great way to close the album. Uh, Definitely a very heartfelt song. Like I said, that just goes back to the whole theme of the song: emotion, emotion, emotion. That is the overall theme to me. It's really great stuff. Um, yeah, I'm trying to find other things to talk about with this album, but I think I've really covered everything. Uh, I definitely think that this album. I now agree that this album is a tad better than the debut album. I mean, the debut album had some great songs on it for me. Songs like "Even Though I Say," "Fairy Tale," um, "Dying Slowly." There was one other that, I mean, it just had. I can't think of the other one right now, but it had some great songs on it too. And while that one ranked really high for me, this album to me ranks even higher. I would honestly say that Saint Asonia's newest album, Flawed Design, this album's going to get a 10 out of 10 from me. And this is only, 2019's almost over, and this is only the second album of the year that's gotten a 10 out of 10 rating from me. The first one being Disciples' newest album, Love Letter Kill Shot. Those are the only two albums that have gotten 10s from me. I I think that's really special. That just goes to show that I don't give those out a lot. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to keep it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. For those of you who have heard the new Saint Asonia album, what do you think about it? As always, leave a comment down below. And before I go, I just want to remind you guys that it is official. I'm still getting everything set up here. This Tuesday night, October 29th, I'm going to have my second annual Halloween Scary Story live stream. And the two YouTubers that I'm going to be reacting to are two of my two favorites, that being Darkness Prevails and Mr. Nightmare. So if that sounds exciting to you, please feel free to join. And this goes to anybody, not just music fans. It can be, it's open to everyone. I think that'll be something fun for us to do. Hopefully I won't be too tired after work to do the stream. I don't think I will be. Tuesdays aren't that rough of a day for me. And now watch, I probably just jinx myself and Tuesday's going to be a horrible day, but hey, that remains to be seen. Anyway, guys, just wanted to give you a heads up on that. But yeah, anyways, leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends about me, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.